Well, back to another day. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rune Factory Frontier. I'm Mr. 500 Silent. In the last episode, we talked to the villagers. It was... Oh, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Kind of a relaxed and laid-back episode. Not really much going on. Oh, well, we had a voice talk to us at the beginning, but that still doesn't mean a whole lot to us, because we don't know what it means yet. So hopefully we will know soon. We probably will. It probably has something to do with the events that are going on involving this flower. I mean, I would assume so. Because, I mean, like, we've been doing this for how... We've been, like... Is it even possible that there could be more than one thing going on? The world has to revolve around Rune. You know that, right?
Hey there.
I'd say, is it almost fair to say that everyone has a perception where the world revolves around them? Not so much like say, oh, everything in the world happens involves them, or is because of them, or has something to do with this said person. I think it's more like a perception thing. Like, you notice stuff that involves you, you think about how it affects you, things like that. Not so much like, you don't always look through the eyes of someone else, you're looking at it through your own eyes, so therefore, your world revolves around you in a way. Does that make sense? I don't know. There's really not a whole lot to do in the game right now until, you know, the plot develops. And I feel more comfortable once we get the plot out of the way. We're actually almost done, I think, plot-wise. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the plot, of the story. But, like, not so much the game itself. The game will continue on. And a lot of things can't continue on until after the story is finished. Though, in a way, is the story truly finished because the plot is over? Or is the entire story the story of Rune? Think about that for a moment. It is probably more so of that anyway, so, you know. Anyway, not sure what I'm going to do for this episode, honestly. I really don't know what to do. It's probably why it's going to be a short recording session, just because I don't have a whole lot, excuse me, in mind to do. Oh, God, it's Cross. I even wrote his name on the mailbox so I wouldn't forget. Whoops, that was close. Why do I always forget about this house when I do deliveries? Wonder why. Hello, Miss Mailman. Did someone call me? Good morning. That voice again. I knew this area was haunted. I'm scared. Oh, poor Cross.
Morning. Let's make this a
Great day. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I hate eggplants. What's with that creepy color?
What, purple? That's probably a good thing, not to get worms.
The other day I found a pretty flower while I was on my route. I wonder what kind of flower it was. It's a nameless flower growing on the side of the road, but it's still blossoming with all its strength.
She got goggles on her head. Why?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Okay. Person you love. Oh my gosh, Rune! You've ruined the sentiment. Oh my gosh, what is with that? Bah! I guess we're going the same way. I just want to see what she had to say over here. Yeah, that's a long name. Is that her dad's name, I think? I'm sorry, I gotta talk about the music here. Okay, I'm not good enough friends with him to bug them in the morning. Not surprised. Maybe, if you're into eggs, I guess. I'm not an egg person. Anything for me?
Morning!
Nobody. Okay, well, I think I will cut until something interesting happens. Or rather, I'll just cut until later in the episode, because I gotta do my dungeon chores. So I'll be back soon. Well, we're done with that. I apologize if some of these episodes lately just have not had much of anything going on in them, noteworthy or even different. I don't want you guys to think I'm just trying to hoard up episodes just to get views because I know you guys are going to watch them, but not have anything even worthwhile in them. So I apologize if it feels like that. That's not the intention. Where does Brodick all the time? Let me in! I can't break it down. There's Cross. Hi, Cross. What's up, man?
Oh, it's you. Good morning.
Well, good morning, sir. I heard today it's actually supposed to be so cold that if you're out there for more than 30 minutes, you could run risk of frostbite. It's getting pretty cold lately. Like colder than, you know, our 65 degrees Christmas, you know. Cross, you tell me all the time about the dead grass. His clothes are a little odd, but everyone's clothes are kind of odd, really, if you think about it. Someone used the perfect term to describe the majority of characters and... What? How did you do that? Or how did... Whoever did that? Oh. I didn't know it was a fairy tale. I thought you were telling me like a folklore. I guess if you poured enough water on it, it could rust the gear and maybe explode or something? I don't know. Hopefully no one thinks I'm trying to make episodes uninteresting just to keep you watching, just to hoard up views. It's never really my intention. I was always trying to find things interesting for us, for you guys to watch.
Good morning. We have such nice weather today. It's the perfect day to do laundry.
But everyone who wanted to have more regular episodes of just stuff to do, you know, you're getting them. Like every day. Okay. I love how Eunice is using the Nagitanta with about as very close skill as Yuzuki is over there, you know? I mean, maybe not the exact same level of skill, but she doesn't look inept at it. As Yuzuki says, you need to use it for years, just to, you know.
Work at the inn sounds hard.
I guess so. I mean, I like this job. But doing the laundry's probably the toughest. With so many guests, I can't wash all the laundry at once, so I have to do it several times.
Okay. Well, you only have you have 2 empty rooms, and there's only 5 rooms in your total place, unless there's more I can't see. Okay, I think we're done with Eunice for now. Have some flowers, you look hungry!
Wow, thank you.
I don't know why I continue to keep talking. Whoa, watch out for her Naginata of Doom.
You sure are up early.
Why, yes. Under Eunice's supervision. Okay.
I went to the lake with Stella the other day.
And?
Right when I was about to eat the rice ball I brought, I dropped it.
I love how she says it with confidence.
It kept rolling until it went inside a monster hole. What a waste.
I love the emphasis on her words. Oh, yes. But I can't do it!
I meet Annette every morning, so we often speak to each other.
I wonder if the Naginata is a weapon that you can forge in later Rune Factory games, because like Tied to Destiny, they have a lot of different ways you can craft weapons in that game, and they have their own different unique fighting styles compared to this game's. They're a lot more complex.
Is that for me?
So I wonder...
You knew that I am partial to fish. I must thank you.
I can see the Naginata more so going in the spear family based on how you fight with a Naginata, or how you probably could with a weapon that huge. What am I trying to say here? The weapon styles and the combat styles for all the weapons are very different in Tides of Destiny compared to this game. There's not even a one-handed not even a single broadsword. Like Raguna's broadswords, we're used to those. The main character of that game, one broadsword's not enough for that monster. He needs two. It's a pretty cool thing. I haven't played really a video game where you control a character that dual wields swords, which is pretty cool. He can only dual wield the single-handed swords. So, but it's a very interesting game. I can't wait to get to it, and we're gonna get to it eventually, I promise. But it's not high on the list right now. I need to want to get more progress done in this game first before I step away from this game. I don't know if I want to play this game out first before I start playing Tides of Destiny, or if I want to play Tides of Destiny at some point after the story and things like that. I don't know yet. I don't know how long I'll be playing this game. I mean, I've talked about this before. Things I'll probably go up to certain points, at least to up when you have the kid. But I don't know how much I'll do episode-wise, because I just don't know what people will want to see at that point. Like, too much of the same monotony over and over and over again with no change would get boring for both of us. Both you guys and me, so...
There's some traveling poet that often came to my father's store when I was there. He'd harass me all the time.
Harass?
I haven't seen him since I came here, but I wonder what happened to him.
That she is talking about is Luke from Rune Factory 1.
That doesn't mean I'm worried about him or anything.
Oh my gosh, Rosetta.
Welcome.
And he had a huge crush on her. In that game, Rosetta had a very specific way you had to propose to her using a lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. That's how you're supposed to say it. Lazuli. That's the word. I finally heard the correct pronunciation. Lapis lazuli. Or, sorry, lapis lazuli. You need to get one of those. No, wait. No, the lapis lazuli goes to Lara in that game. Rosetta has this very special pure white stone that you find in one of the snow dungeons in a pile of snow. But after you get married, you can also give that to Luke, and he can use it. I don't think he'd ever get married, but it's interesting how you can give it to him, and he can use it for his own means.
Rosetta,
Even though I'm basically handing him a wedding ring, which is kind of pathetic.
It's going really well. I guess I have some talent in running a business.
But I guess it's more like if you're hiring someone to do something like that for
Maybe I
you.
should give a lecture to my dad while I'm at it.
Okay. That's an interesting thing. There's not enough adults in this game. Even though technically all the eligible bachelors and bachelorettes are adults, I feel like there's not enough adults in this game. Oh, no, yeah, we're just having some time apart right now. You know, she's kind of being a maiden in distress. I don't want to save her right now, so she really shouldn't have stubbed my toe with her hammer the other day. So I'm just not saving her for a while. I have to wait till I feel like it. I got a text, but not who I thought it was from. Okay.
Welcome.
Sorry if that bothered anybody. I probably should switch that back off.
I'm thinking of ways to increase the store's revenue.
Okay.
Say, tell me if you come up with anything.
Sure, girl.
Welcome.
I've been talking to Rosetta for a while.
This village is so far in the countryside that it's hard getting supplies.
Yeah.
Luke comes every single week. I really respect him for that.
You get him from Loot? Welcome! My gosh. Danny! Danny is just... I know things about Danny that make him interesting, but right now he's just so boring. He has like almost nothing ever interesting to say. You can tell what characters they really focused on for giving personality and stuff like that. Danny just never has anything to say. I could talk to people and have more things to say than this. That are guys, you know? You really can tell who they did and didn't flesh out when it comes to, you know, making these games. I hope you guys don't mind that most of the entertainment from these episodes comes from my commentary, which at times I feel lets people down, in my opinion. Because I am not in any means a professional. Having 1,000-something subscribers doesn't mean anything if I still just suck. So hopefully I'm still interesting for you guys to listen to and watch, even when there's not a lot going on in the game itself. I do hope you guys are not bored out of your mind,
Good morning.
but still watching it anyway. Because I've done that for certain Let's Players in certain series before. They just get through the episodes. Yeah, I think you should too. I hope that actually is something that actually can spark her to clean up the library.
Used book market in the capital. There were endless books, and I was so happy. I want to go again.
Then go? Nothing's tying you down right here. I guess. Sometimes it can make
I'm not really feminine or ladylike.
I
learned a lot of manners and etiquette of a lady from my tutor when I was little. But they were all such a pain, so I ended up forgetting all of it.
I have a hard time talking over her because she's talking directly into my ears. The intelligence is nice, but when you become unapproachable or unrelatable, that's kind of sad. In my personal opinion. I know I'm not the only one whose opinion who matters. But I mean, that's just me personally. Intelligence is important. I mean, I feel like I'm intelligent. I don't know a lot of different things. That doesn't make me unintelligent or stupid. I just feel like I'm smart, but I'm not like a dumb person who can't hold conversations or pay attention, things like that. But I don't know. I'm not like a genius or anything. I'm like some walking encyclopedia. What kind of god are we talking about, Sella? I'm not going to get too much into that, because that's kind of a whole mess of worms that commentators tend to avoid. But, you know, I also don't like it when they just completely ignore stuff like that altogether. Personally, I don't think if good deeds could get you saved, then what would anything else have to do with anything? I feel like good deeds are important, and if you believe and you're and truly saved, then you will do good deeds on your own because that's what you want to do, not because you're trying to earn, you know, salvation. Because then that's like doing good deeds for all the wrong reasons. It's for a completely selfish motive, not because you genuinely care about other people. That makes sense. Without getting too into it, because I know some people don't like to talk about that kind of stuff and have fights about it. But when you look at it that way, isn't it more important to do good deeds just because you want to do good deeds for people and not for anything in return? Is that fair enough of a point?
Good morning.
Though I assume there's no direct saying that, okay, they're talking about God as in our God or whatever, or the one that we Christians talk about, or is it a completely different one in the Rune Factory world? I don't really know. I mean, Harvest Moon's a bit different because they might mention God, but they're referring to the Harvest Goddess, so it's a little bit different in Rune Factory. I'm not entirely sure where they're trying to go with it.
My father was a priest. He and Sister Stella used to work at the same church.
Oh, interesting.
That's how I came to work at this church.
I see. I don't remember her father's name. I don't even remember what kind of character he was. He was a very nice character. I do wonder if he was someone who was interested in having his daughter be married, but I don't know if his daughter was I'm not even sure if technically Lara is even a nun. I mean, I know she dresses like one and she has mannerisms like one, but is she
May I help you?
really a nun? I don't know if there's a difference between a nun and a sister. Well, I know they talk to nuns as sisters, but I don't know if there's a difference.
May I help you?
And if Lara is not technically a nun, then that explains a lot of things. Oh, come on, I hit the button. It just wasn't doing anything. I need to organize my inventory. This will probably be the last episode of the recording session, just because I don't really know what to do.
How did you know what I liked?
But, like, I'm mostly just kind of filling for time by talking to the characters. But, you know, I'm not entirely sure what to do. And I'm still trying to do something, while also not keeping these episodes forever. We're eventually going to get to the plot stuff, but I don't know how many in-game days it takes. I might look that up again, and then maybe play to one of those points, if that's what you guys would like to see. If you guys get a chance to answer me before I record again. It's hard to say. I have at least 5 episodes in the way before we're caught up. Yeah, it is very interesting, the clock tower. I wonder if this is what the inside of a clock tower can look like. It doesn't feel like there's enough mechanics for a clock tower. Maybe we can't physically access the clock tower area itself. Because I doubt this one machine controls the whole tower. That'd be kind of stupid. There's gotta be more. There's some weird sounds going on in my head. Oh, they're not here. That's kind of sad. I don't even know if Cinnamon's here. I don't think Cinnamon is here. I don't think Candy is here. Is there anything to check in Candy's room? I don't think so. Her room's kind of basic. I wish I had a room that basic. About flooded with stuff. Okay. Is there anything interesting in here? We're gonna... A book is not rated on difficulty. If it's so hard you can't read it, that means you're dumb, uneducated, and can't read words, Raguna, or don't know what they mean. If it's if it's a complicated subject matter, that's something entirely different. But it's not hard just because you can't read it. And if you can't read, you can't read it because it's hard. It's really stupid. That doesn't make any sense. I'm convinced Raguna is not very intelligent, despite what Selphie is telling us. I don't believe it. I think Raguna is just dumb. The things he says sometimes are just really, really dumb. And that kind of makes Raguna an enjoyable character in his own right, because if you think about it, not all the time, not very often is the protagonist a character that even has a personality or develops over time and stuff like that, because normally that kind of stuff is silent protagonists and you make up the personality or something like that, things like that. Where is Margaret? I'm sorry, that's Wendy's mom. If you remember what I was talking about last episode, I'm still kind of waiting for her to show. Where is Broduk? I'm convinced Broduk doesn't exist in the winter. I honestly would not be surprised if he just doesn't exist. Because he never shows up anywhere. Like, I've never seen him anywhere but outside of his house and outside of my house. Never.
Hi. Oh, it's you.
Why, oh, why do I swing the axe? I wish he could actually sing it. Because that way I can know how the tune goes. Wait, I already talked to Cross today, haven't I? I feel like there's something about Cross that is just... There's something about Cross. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something about Cross. I would be interested to figure out how you pronounce Bianca's name. Or last name, anyway. I always butcher it. Oh, hi, Tabitha. You're sitting by yourself?
Good day to you. It's so cold every day. It makes the kitchen work more of a strain.
Yeah, I know how that is back from my last house. The one I actually used to live in. Yeah. We'll see about that, huh, Tabitha?
Sweeping and dusting must be done every day, while waxing is done twice a year. That's the trick to keeping floors clean.
Waxing? How do you wax the floors? You just told me this one! Come on, Tabitha. I feel like there should be a random generator, but within... Yeah, here, you be... But there's so many rooms, and there's so many tables and chairs, but yet no one ever's here. I don't understand how that phrase works. Worth doing? Oh, sorry, he said I'm good. Is what he said. Something like that. Anything else you gotta say? Okay. Oh my gosh. There should be a controller of how often they repeat something. That has a humongous refrigerator, and it's very pretty. Why is this... Why is there so much... Why? Oh, she doesn't talk from over there? That's disappointing. I was hoping she had something to say. Look at all this wine. The freaking door's flying in at my face. Could you imagine if Rune just wanders around like this, like in houses? Open, close. Open, close. He just runs through the houses and throws doors open and closes them. Or they bounce off their own momentum and close themselves. That would be so obnoxious.
Oh, hello. There is a food called bavara. I'd like to try it once.
Her voice.
Bring it to me if you find it, but I won't hold my breath.
Bavaras. Yeah. I wonder if we can make Bavaras.
I like how quiet this village is, but it has nothing else going for it.
Other than, I guess, just the aesthetic, the prettiness of it. But that's not fair! I could easily become better! You had to give me a chance! I could be better than Tabitha-senpai. No. No one's better than senpai. I need to look up the exact term of senpai. I always thought it as someone who was older than you. But I get that confused with sensei a lot. Sensei is an older person who is like your teacher or someone you learn from. Not senpai. They're very similar words. But I guess the Japanese probably think a lot of our words sound similar too and don't understand what they are. But that's not entirely true because the Japanese people actually take English classes. I don't know why of all languages you want to learn English, but it's like the most confusing and broken and hardest language to learn. Do you find that kind of odd? I'm just kind of skimming through. I'm not going to read the item descriptions again. Not today. I'm just looking at some of the most advanced items. Oh, I can't keep hiccuping. What the heck? Fruit? What? Fruit sub? So it's... oh, like a sub sandwich? But it's with just fruit? How would that taste in real life? I feel like you would need something to go with it. I don't know. It sounds kind of odd. Ham omelet, but we don't have ham in this world. Do we just assume we get the meat from somewhere else? I mean, Raguna does have all these different, like, props around his room. How far-fetched is it to say that he has meat in here somewhere? If Raguna is a meat eater, I can respect him for that. Like, all the Harvest Moon characters are freaking, you know, they don't eat meat. They're, like, vegetarians or just, you know, whatever you want to call it. I keep looking at the thing. I don't think I can make bavaras unless it's a special recipe I have to earn. I don't see it in here. If anyone knows what bavaras is, let me know. Someone will probably just Google it too, just to be able to answer the comment. And that's fine, because I'm not going to remember to Google it later. So, and if anyone knows if it's in the game and something you can make, let me know that too. I'm not sure what else to do, really. I feel like we've come as far as we're gonna go this episode. I don't know. I don't really know what else to do, to be fair. I've talked... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I shouldn't have just tried to talk through my yawn. That's really stupid of me. But, I feel like we've talked to most of the townsfolk. Not all of them, but, like, I don't always talk to everybody. I try to. But, there's nothing really going on. Again, if anything happens, I'll edit it in. But I think I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna leave the episode here. So, and if anything interesting happens, so be it. Because I don't know how long I've been going, and I don't want these episodes to be 40 minutes long, where I don't even know what I'm gonna do in them. So, I feel like that's a little unfair. So kind of give a little bit of an episode, and then just edit in anything that might be interesting. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Rune Factory Frontier. I'll thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys will join me next time, where hopefully some plot stuff will happen. I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations of what you'd like me to do in the Let's Play, please let me know that as well. I know you guys have answered that, but just in case you guys have anything new, anything at all you guys ever think of that you'd like me to do more of in the Let's Play, just let me know at any point. Even if I don't ask for it. I'm always listening to the comments. So until then, okay, well... Until then, I thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys will join me next time. Into the depths we go.
Hello.
What? Raguna, I think you're missing the more important thing here. Ascended the throne? That's kind of a big deal. Raguna, you are really stupid to miss details like that. Gosh.